What's up, everyone? I'm John Laird from 101X Homegrown, and I am joined by my good friend Emily Wolfe. Emily, how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. We've got a show coming up January 25th at Antone's. It's going to be great because it's always great. You're always great, without fail, which I always appreciate about you. You're very consistent. I was trying to think of earlier today of how far back we go, and I'm pretty sure it's like 2012, 2013. So I think you and I have been at this too long. But I think that's a good 11 or 12 years that I've known you and been a fan. I'm sort of curious if, like, compared to that version of Emily Wolfe to the one now, what do you feel like is the biggest difference? Is it confidence? Is it, it's a better idea of what you want your sound to be? Is it a better songwriter, better guitar player? Uh, what do you think?
Yeah, man, that is a long time. And it's so cool because like you are one of the first people that really took a chance on me and like really supported me in the Austin scene and so I appreciate that a lot, you know. Like I did play acoustic stuff when I first started out and I was like a sad 20-year-old that was trying to make their way through a breakup and I don't know. I think I just grew up. I think I stepped into my own power, and like decided to just just be kind of aggressive on stage because I love watching aggressive rock and roll on stage, and I have always wanted to be that. And over the past 10 years or so, I've kind of decided if that's what I want to do, I should just do it. And so a lot of my records are kind of they trend in that direction. Like from the start, it's soft and it's my feelings were hurt, but
Of
now
course.
I'm just like flipping birds and I just don't care.
That's good. That's what we all need to aspire to do is flip more birds. That's if there's any message to get out of this, just flip people off
Yeah,
more and have a better day.
yeah. Who cares?
So, I mean, with that, then that sort of culminates, then I guess, you put out an album late last year, The Blowback. Talk to me about that process, what you felt like, you were trying to get out of it. I always am interested to talk with artists after the album's sort of been out for a minute and it's sort of simmered with other people. And, could you talk to people and in the lead up to stuff, and they sort of have like, this is what I envision, and then it's out for a minute, and other people come up to you and go, well, this is what I got out of it, which may not be at all what you intended. So, now that it's been
Yeah.
out for a minute, tell me about it. Like, what your thoughts are. Did you get out of it what you wanted to? I know it's only been a few months, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did. 100%. Because when I wrote this album, I set out to uh make an album that was essentially a kick in the teeth. And I produced it myself, which I hadn't done before. In the past, I've worked with producers and I've loved working with all of them, and I learned a lot from them. But I got to this place creatively where I was really ready to be in the driver's seat and didn't want anybody on the sidelines telling me this song doesn't fit on the record or this needs to be a different way or these lyrics need to change. Like all of these lyrics were just I was really happy with them when I went in. And uh yeah, I mean I just went for it and I decided that if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna have to do it like all the way. And it's definitely done its job for me. And I think it's doing that for other people, at least from what I've heard and um seen. And I think really like I mean this is I was telling one of my friends the other day, like this is the piece of work that I could die tomorrow and be very proud that it was my legacy because I just put all of myself into it and nothing was overshadowed or covered up or and it was so fun and rewarding to make, especially with Evan Nicholson, my bass player, and my drummer Johnny Radelat. Like they are one of the most amazing rhythm sims that I could ask for. And uh, so yeah, that album, I don't know, this album, I can't wait to play it for the rest of my life. It's just so much fun. So yeah.
That's how it should be, right?
Yeah.
And you don't have to flip any birds towards it. You're happy with it, so it works out. So from here,
Hmm.
I know we've got the show on January 25th. You have a European tour coming up too, as well, right?
I
What's
do.
that?
That is all of March. I'll be in Europe supporting the Gaslight Anthem,
Right.
which they're my good buddies. They took me on the road last May, and we formed this great friendship. And they decided that they wanted to take me to Europe, and I've never been over there for an extended period of time, so I'm pretty nervous, but I'm also really excited.
Yeah, you'll be
So
fine.
yeah, thanks.
What does the rest of the year look like post that? Is it, more hometown shows, more US touring? Are you back to writing? I know you like to stay busy.
I do. I have to stay busy. I don't know why. It's just like I get so restless if I don't have something to do.
Yeah, same.
So I imagine like, yeah, I imagine that I'll get home and want to get out on the road in the US for sure. I definitely want to play in Austin more. It took a long time to book a show in Austin, just because there's so much going on in this city, and all the, the venues that I really wanted to play were booked out for such a long time. And so I'm excited. The Antone's, the venue for the show, was booked like several months ago. So I've been looking forward to it, and so we've waited this long to
Right.
uh,
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
get back home. But
Yeah,
yeah,
'cause
it'll be
it's
great.
first local show in a minute, right?
Yeah, in like a year and a half.
Year and a half. So if you haven't seen Emily, you need to come out on January 25th to Antone's. I love this bill too because it's fun. It's a little different. Obviously, you're going to be up there sporting the new album and all these things, but we've got a couple of local comedians on the bill as well, Mac Blake and Lisa Friedrich. Obviously, Lisa, as you know, is one of my best friends. So for me to be able to stand in the crowd and heckle her before you play will be great. But yeah, how did you kind of end up deciding, hey, instead of a couple of other bands, I'm gonna go with some comedians here?
I wanted to do something different. I wanted to make it like an extravaganza of art. And I love comedy. I love going to comedy shows. A lot of my friends are in comedy. And I don't know. I feel like it was kind of an organic idea that came out of a conversation between me and my wife and my bass player, because we were thinking about, like, oh, who's going to support the show? And there's so many great bands in Austin. And I didn't really, I don't know. I just wanted to do something different because I was really putting myself in the shoes of an audience member. And for me, when I go see shows and there's three different bands on the bill, like by the time the headliner is on stage, I'm like, I've got ear fatigue. And I know that that's like the way you do a show. Like it's, three band bill, go for it. But I really just wanted to like change gears for a second and see what happens. And I think it'll be fun for everybody. It'll put everybody in a great mood because Lisa and Mac are just amazing comedians and just so great as people. So it'll be a lot of fun. I'm
It's a
really
nice way
excited.
to start the year too, like if you haven't been anything yet in January and you want to kind of, get back out there a little, it's like, hey,
Yeah.
there's gonna be one wall of sound plus some laughs, and it's a little more
Yeah.
digestible, maybe.
Totally. 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 Yeah.
Um, well, there it is, everybody. Come out January 25th. It's a Thursday. You can call into work the next day or just show up late. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't see what the problem would be. But yeah, Emily obviously is going to be playing new songs from the album The Blowback, which is out now. Make sure you go and check it out. Mac Blake, Lisa Friedrich set to open. If you need more details, hit up 101x.com. If you're 21 and up, you can enjoy the famous Grouse cocktail specials. And that's it. Emily, as
Ooh.
always, thanks for joining me.
Thank you so much. Thanks for supporting the show and just supporting me in general. It's like I'm so grateful.
That's all I'm here for. If I didn't, my wife would yell at me also. So yeah, I got to stay dialed in, but you make it easy. So that's the good part.
Yeah. Oh man, thanks.
See you at the show.
Yeah. Bye. I love
Bye.
you.
I love you too.